So here it is, YouTube. I'm Roadhog Wilson, welcoming you into my home, and today I wanted to discuss essentially my top picks for how to find rare exclusive Funko Pops at cheap prices. Now, keep in mind some of these tips and tricks are pretty well known, but some of these are how I've grown my collection from about 20 exclusive to about almost 100 that are worth almost hundreds of dollars. So these are worth having. And the first thing I want to let you know, which if you watch these videos, you probably know that I'm a pretty active Funko community member. But find someone that you can build a friendship with and help them to know that you need keeping eyes on Funko, because there's just too much to be released to actively keep track of that for most people. I myself spend a lot of my time doing Funko Pop videos. I have in the past, I haven't, and currently it's been one of the most popular things on my channel. And that is because I have friends who are constantly helping me keep an eye out for Funko Pops, constantly keeping me motivated. And that's the other side of it, is having friends who are into this kind of hobby really makes you actively want to continue to pursue. Now, keep in mind, the next step is, it's this very basic: keep your eyes out on Funko releases, follow groups on Facebook, on Instagram, follow Etsy. Etsy is a really rare one because people don't know that there are pops out there, but by searching Etsy you can actually see there are a lot of people making custom pops, but they're great for resources on how to find rare pops that are legitimate. The next thing I have to say about, keeping an eye out is there's a massive volume of Funko thing that is going on, and that is an important thing to remember. Don't burn yourself out. The next part that I want to cover is actually finances. A lot of these Funko Pops range from $25 to $30 to $15 to $10, and they can all be exclusives. Financing for this is something that you have to really consider as a serious top tier kind of realm, in which you have to look at the concept of what can I afford, how can I afford it, and what's the work. Now, there's a great resource out there called Klarna or QuadPay, where you can pay a certain amount every 2 weeks. The problem with this, and I've fallen into this, is that you buy too much and then you're spending more than you normally would have. However, if you can keep track of what you spent, which Klarna has a great app for that, and no, I'm not plugging this to be paid, I'm actually using this because it's something I actively use. It's a great way to keep track of your purchases and know what you're paying. Other one, Quad, don't like as much. It's a little, all these other things. It's very complicated. Now, the other thing to do is look at sales, and when you the easiest way to finance a Funko Pop exclusive is jumping on pre-orders. That cannot be understated. I know it's a ridiculous, convoluted idea to think that that is something most people don't know, but if you're watching this video, that's something you need to know. Jump on pre-orders. Pay attention to which ones are selling well. Pokemon lines run incredibly quickly. Pre-orders sell out massively fast. My Hero Academia sell out massively fast. They are two of the most popular right now. I just got an END Natsu Dragneel from Fairy Tail. That almost sold out in like 12 hours. And that leads into my next point. Comic-Con exclusives, no matter where they're from, or convention exclusives, tend to raise about 2 times what they're worth. Rise in popularity quickly, rapidly, and they are cheap when they are first released. Problem is, you have to jump on it immediately, because even waiting 2 hours can lead for most of those to just be sold out. I was going to say transpire, but that would work for this video. You cannot wait on convention exclusives. You can find them from scalpers, but I do not recommend buying from scalpers. Scalpers tend to raise the price very heavily. I tend on selling videos for what, not videos, pops for what they're worth. But I don't consider myself scalpers. Scalpers are people who will sell it for 3 or 4 times what it's worth. And you know, there's a lot of contrast in what a scalper is. Again, my personal opinion is a scalper is someone who buys 10 of these pops, sells them for 3, 4 times at least what they're worth. I know it can be compelling, especially Waving Pikachu, which is selling for about $99. No one really thought that pop was going to go from $10 to $12 to $99 in such a short period of time. Essentially, you cannot sleep on exclusives. You have to figure out a way to figure out what you can spend. You have to watch out for scalpers because they will buy as many as possible, and most sites don't offer that. And ultimately, this is run long, but these are my top tips for getting rare exclusive Funko Pops cheap. Again, one major point to reiterate over and over is that Funko Pops are cheapest on pre-order, and they rise extremely fast in pricing. So I will do more videos on this depending on how people like them and what they want to see. I haven't mentioned giveaways because that has some very jaded opinions sometimes on it, because not everyone can win, and there's a lot of people who use those to sell their pops. So I'm not one of them, but I'm currently okay financially, so I don't have to do that. With that, guys, keep up the nerd stuff. Sorry this video is so long, but I hope it helps people. Honestly, I really hope it does. I'll see you guys in another video. Keep up the nerd stuff. Know you are truly, truly my people. I'll see you later. Bye.